We are live, everybody. We are live. We're live. We're live on the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour on Real Talk 100 Radio, everybody. We got a special show tonight. Special show tonight. I like to call him this car salesman extraordinaire. I've seen him all over social media, all over TikTok, all over Instagram, all over my Facebook. And a good friend of mine, I'm going to go ahead and give her a shout out. A good friend of mine, I call her Dirty, y'all. Dirty, she's out of Louisiana. Hooked us up. She hooked us up. And this man is the car salesman extraordinaire. We call him D Burns. Car salesman at Mac Hike Chevrolet, everybody. Before I get started tonight, I want to make sure we pay our bills and pay respects to our sponsors, y'all. If you have an upcoming baby shower, you can't find a better baby stroller than Wagons Fold, y'all. WagonsFoldUSA.com. Go and shop with WagonsFoldUSA.com for the best baby stroller in the world. You might say, Malcolm, I don't have any babies or grandbabies. That's all right. You can carry all those 100 bags of groceries from Aldi's and Kroger and Randall's and Walmart. Instead of trying to carry 100 bags into the house, you don't need the kids or anything. Just put them in the Wagons Fold. It's just that big. WagonsFoldUSA.com. We are nothing without our sponsors. Go to WagonsFoldUSA.com and get your shop on. Thank you, Wagons Fold. We are nothing without our sponsors here at Real Talk 100 Radio. Let's get to the show. This is the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour. For the next hour, we will be with this gentleman right here that's sitting before you, car salesman extraordinaire, D Burns. If you're watching the recap, just put hashtag replay in the comments. You're more than welcome to call in all night at 832-560-2885. The call-in number is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. D Burns.
What's going on, man?
What's happening, man?
Everything's good. I finally made it up here with you, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I appreciate you.
Not a problem. Not a problem. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love what you do. Yeah. And the first time I saw you, I was like, man, I got to have this dude up here, man.
I appreciate it. It was all because of D, man. You call it Dirty?
Dirty.
I didn't know that was a nickname.
She gonna whip me.
I didn't know that was a nickname, man. I call her Danita. You know she just bought a car the other day, right?
Yes, I'm all over your page. Whenever you get to Facebook, you ought to have about 100 notifications.
I saw
from me. You saw them already. But yes, I saw the car she bought. What was that? A Tesla?
Yeah, she bought a Tesla, man. She bought a computer on wheels. When she took delivery, I just gave her the keys. I said, "You already know more about this car than me." She knew everything there was to know, man. So yeah, she's happy.
I love it. I love it. I see Lisa's tuned in. Lisa, please tag Dirty. Please tag Dirty for us. He didn't know that her name was Dirty, but that's what we've been calling her.
It's gonna be Dirty from now on.
It's gonna be Dirty. She gonna duke up with me next time I see her, y'all. But let's get to this interview, y'all. Let's get to it. My trusted co-host just came in, Mr. Kenneth Wayne. I'm gonna give him a couple minutes to get warmed up over here with his phone and get his crowd tuned in as well. Y'all share the video for me. We have several questions for you tonight, and I want to thank you first of all for coming in like Santa Claus, y'all. He came in like Santa Claus with Mac Hike Chevrolet t-shirts,
bearing gifts
like Santa Claus. You understand? Santa Claus. We're gonna have to try to see if we can get Lisa. He didn't bring your size. We're gonna try to get you. We're going to try to get you a size. We're going to try to get Kenneth Wayne a size.
What's your size? Man? 2X. 2X?
He's a 2X.
And Lisa?
And Lisa's probably going to beat me up for saying this, but she's an extra large, a large or an extra large.
You could have wrote it down for me.
Oh, I can write it down.
Yeah, that way, yeah.
Yeah, that way I won't get in trouble for giving the sizes. You know how women are.
Yes, sir. I got you.
This is car salesman extraordinaire, Mr. D Burns, and I'm going to tell you why he is called that by me. Just go to his TikTok, go to his Instagram, go to his Facebook, and just watch what he does around a car lot. The man is extraordinary as a car salesman because I don't see many car salesmen moving like him. First of all, let them know what they're going to see on your social media, and then tell them how you came to that. What made you say I'm gonna start doing this?
That's
doing
a good
that
question, man. The reason what you're gonna see, first of all, you can go to my TikTok or Facebook or anything, is me. My real life, what I do. I think too many salespeople simply just post the car that they sold.
Right.
Sold another car, sold another car, sold another car. I want my people to know, my customers, my friends and family, that I got a whole life besides just selling cars.
Yes, sir.
So So there's no separation. I don't have a business page. I don't have a Facebook page that's separate from that. If I sell you a car, you also know I like to fish. I have a wife. I have a son in college. I combine it all together so that you see the real person that you're dealing with.
There you
I go
go.
to church on Sundays.
There you go.
I do that. I'm upset sometimes. I'm not always cheerful. So I want you to see it all. So I would recommend, if you have a business page, that's cool. But I think people get tired of seeing car, Volvo, Volkswagen, Chevy.
Yeah.
So I try to give you something that's a little different, a real walk in the life of a dude who's been doing it 20 years. So that's exactly why. That's exactly what you'll see. Just the real everyday life of a salesman.
I totally agree with you so far with everything you've said, Mr. Burns, because if you, I'm not sure how long we've been friends, but hopefully you've been watching what I'm telling my friends and my family. I get chewed out all the time. Malcolm, you're a businessman. You shouldn't be on Facebook, just, vomiting your life. And I'm like, look, if they can't understand that outside of here, and outside of everything we do in life and in the community, that I'm just a normal everyday man with problems.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't need to deal with me.
There you go.
So we agree on that. Kenneth Wayne, I'm going to print you out something right quick. Go and grab it. Go and grab it right quick. It's in the printer right outside the door to the left. Hopefully it printed up well. Mr. Burns, we agree on that. We agree totally on that. I think that people need to see more than, oh, he just wants my money. He just posting all these cars. I don't even know. I don't know him from Adam.
I would get bored with that, man. I got friends who sell houses. And most of them show the home. They show, but he's on their Facebook page and Instagram. I know him personally. That's the part I like. I want to see what you're doing when you're not trying to sell something to me, man. I want to see what you're all about. So I try to give them a taste of what D Burns is really all about outside the car dealership.
Exactly.
And we all do. Everybody I work with seems to be on the same page, and we're trying to get more. We're trying to get out there more with social media.
Yes, sir.
And I'm starting to see a lot of people showing us a lot of different angles of their life, man. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lisa says, "Where's my new truck, sir?" And hey, Kenneth Wayne.
It's at 11711 Katy Freeway on the corner of Kirkwood and I-10. So I'll see you tomorrow.
What's the address again?
11711 Katy Freeway.
11711.
Peacock. It's a bright light shining out there with a peacock on it. Mack High Chevrolet. That's where that truck is at.
Mack High Chevrolet is the place, everybody. I'm going to put the address up on the screen. That is where the man works. Mr. D. Burns, y'all. This is car salesman extraordinaire. I know he's going to say at some point, man, stop calling me that.
I'm comfortable with it, man, but I don't call myself that.
You don't call
Not at all, man.
Not at all.
But I like hearing it from you. It's all good.
I love it, and because I'm going to explain. I'm going to explain myself again. Let me slow down my speech. I'm going to explain myself again why I call you that. Like you've already alluded to.
Yeah. A
lot of car salesmen, a lot of realtors, they just post a house. They just post a car.
Yeah.
You go further than that.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to get into that in a few minutes.
I appreciate it.
I need y'all to go and check him out and give them your social media so they can see what I've seen.
It's simple. Just D Burns on Facebook. D Burns 713 on Instagram. It's D Breezy and D Breezy on TikTok. But basically, most of my stuff is on Facebook. Everything ties in together. So if you find me on Facebook, you'll find me everywhere. D Burns, real easy. I'm gonna accept all friendships, man. I'm all about making friends. I'm in the people business, so yeah, D Burns on Facebook.
In the people business. Now, since you brought that question up, that you're a people person, that brings me to my first question. How did you get into car sales?
Wow, that's a good question, man. Well, money. I didn't have a lot of it. Yeah, I was working 2 jobs. I had 2 kids. I had 3 kids. I had 2 jobs, and I just remember working check to check, man, at Walmart distribution center and Home Depot overnight. I was always at work trying to make ends meet. And I just couldn't figure it out. I couldn't put it all together. And I remember passing by CarMax, man. And I saw some dudes out there. They looked like they was having fun. They had on khaki shorts. They all had on the same blue polo shirt, hat, visors. I said, them boys look like they're having fun out there. The selfies. So I'm like, I stopped in the next day just to see what it was all about. And I remember being interviewed, man. And the dude asked me, have I ever sold anything before? And I'm like, no. And I asked him a question like, how do they get paid? Why are they so happy? What's going on over here, man? And he broke it down. He said, man, for every car you sell at this dealership, you'll make X amount of dollars. I won't say how much, but what he said caught my attention. And he said to me, if you sell a warranty with that, you'll get an additional $100, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my next question to him was, can I stay here all day?
That sounded good, didn't it?
Yeah. So he whispered to the other dude interviewing me. I know he was saying hire this dude. And ever since then, man, I just been into it was especially CarMax, man. It was just easy, you know. It wasn't a negotiation. The price was on the window, and it was what it was. And I came to life, man. I got that job. I remember I had a notepad, and remember I was working 2 jobs, right? Trying to make ends meet. Well, I remember the first day at work, I sold 3 cars. Remember that dollar amount they gave me, right?
Yes, sir.
That times 3.
Times 3.
I already made what I made on one of those jobs.
Yes, sir.
Went the next day, sold 1 car. Nah, I'm getting there. The bell's starting to ring, right? And my wife looking at that notepad like, whoa, D, I think we on to something.
She like that.
Day 5 or 6, yo, I'm at already 7 or 8 cars, and I already got the bills paid. And
day 6.
Probably day 6.
Wow.
So I quit quit Home Depot right off the rip.
Wow.
And I just got serious about what I was doing, man. I got very serious, and I realized that CarMax, although I wouldn't work there today, it taught me everything I needed to know. It taught me that I can work one job, get serious about a career, because I was working jobs.
That's the difference.
Like CarMax was my career.
Yep.
Learned everything I needed to learn, and I just blossomed for that, man. Blossomed from there. CarMax was wonderful. It was a blessing. To this day, some of my best friends in life I met at that particular place, man, and all of them are doing well. So yeah, that's how I got in the car business. Just a lack of resources, seeing people doing well. I wanted to do well. Didn't have a college education, and I knew I had to sell something.
Yes, sir.
To get to where I wanted to get to.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So just hustling, trying to find a way to make it. You stumble upon CarMax.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that word hustle, man. I was thinking about that when I was driving over here. Hustling, right? So the misconception is hustling. I think it's a shame that one word has 2 different definitions. They don't have nothing to do with one another, right?
Right.
Hustling, like I got hustled.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a bad aura that just hangs over the car business.
Yes, sir.
But that's not the hustle we do. We got to get out in front of you. We got to see more people. We hustle, just like you had to hustle to get this studio.
Yes, sir.
You're trying to hustle to get your first big break and get to,
Yes, sir.
That's the hustle that I feel like all my co-workers do, man. We're not hustling people. That's the misconception. Because in the car business, I feel like you got to be one of the most honest people know the deal.
Yeah.
It's on the internet. That's the price. So that's what I was saying, man. Hustling, we hustle. We definitely hustle, man. We hustle hard. But we're not hustling people, man. We're hustling to get out there, get our names out there, take care of our families, take care of the customer. And so, yeah, we definitely hustle, bro.
For anybody who's out there thinking about getting into the car salesman business, would you recommend it?
I would, man. But listen, and I'm 52 years old. I just learned this recently at Mackay Chevrolet. If you get into the right type of dealership like Mackay Chevrolet, I learned this from a guy named Antoine Burke. He said you're either gonna fit in or you're gonna fit out. So yeah, if you coming up with a hustler's mentality to hustle, the way I'm describing the word hustle, you're gonna make it.
You're gonna make it.
But if you thinking for a split second you can hustle a person, an educated person who's doing the research, know the prices,
Then you can't beat them.
then you're gonna see your way out this business, man. It's hard enough to fight that
stigma,
man, of a car salesman.
Yes, sir.
And I gotta fight that every day. I call timeout so many times. I call timeout at least once a week. I had a customer the other day. I hate car salespeople. I said, man, when you see that a couple more times, they're gonna show you the door. We're not that hard up for the sale. If you really just that unhappy,
yes, sir.
We have part ways. We may not be able to do business. She calmed her nerves. But I took it one step further. I said, let me introduce you to some people. And I walked around that dealership and hey, this is Mr. Wolf. He's a deacon at his church. This is so-and-so. And he's putting the kid through college. And she got it. She understood. Like, whatever you thought. When your daddy was buying cars, probably all he had was a newspaper.
Yeah.
That's all he had.
Yeah.
He went in there and said, I just saved $7,000. He don't know what he saved. Because he didn't know how to research it.
Right.
Now, the best negotiator in the world is guess who? My son.
Your son.
17 years old. Guess what he's doing all day long?
What?
He know everything. he could buy whatever he want to buy because he compare prices.
It's the information.
Information.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, that's the deal, man. So
information technology.
Customers coming to those dealerships already with information. It goes back to what I said. To be a successful salesperson today, you better be one of the most honest people on this planet.
Right, because they've already done
their
the
answers. What's the fuel efficiency? Don't make it up. In the past, I'll give you 17 miles and you don't know. Man, tell the truth.
I just went through that.
Let me Google
just went through that buying a
what
car.
Happened?
They tell you one thing and it's one thing on the internet, and when you get there, it's something different.
On
but
the
they don't think
the price.
And then different features and different stuff like that.
Yeah.
They tell you that it's one thing and you get there and it's something totally different.
Well, just for you.
I left.
Yeah. Don't leave. Don't ever leave. You should go there, no disrespect. Go there knowing what it is, man. You get somebody on the phone, ask them straight up, man. Show me a picture of the keys.
Yeah.
A good salesperson will run out there and do a whole video, walk around their car. What's your name? Last name?
Lattimore.
Mr. Lattimore. Here's a picture of the car. Here's a video. Here's the keys. Looking forward to seeing you. That's it. But all that other stuff, that bait and switch stuff, that's an outdated practice. It is a quick way to end up selling cars on Shepherd somewhere because we're weeding all that trash out the car business, man. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Good. Weeding them out.
They're gonna weed themselves out.
With the practices that they're, the car salesman practices that they're practicing.
If someone calls me, and I'm gonna be 100% transparent because the name of your show is Real Talk.
Yes, sir.
And here's the deal: if you're a car salesman listening, you can take this advice or not. If somebody call me and say, "D, I'm calling you about a 2022 Camaro on the lot," before I even look for it, I'm all about it's here. You know why? Because I'm trying to get information. What's your name? What's your number? I'm looking forward to seeing you. But the second they hang up that phone, that's what I'm doing. I'm hustling, trying to make sure it's there. If that car is sold, I'm on my way back to call that person. Hey man, listen, I found out just now it's just sold or sold yesterday. I apologize. I do have light vehicles just like it. You wanted a white one? I got a red one. So you got to be transparent. But I'll be an idiot to tell her, no, we don't have it and hang up. Because most people don't call in for a specific car. They're calling for a price, or a color, or a style. And I'm trying to extract that from them. And it sounds a little bit like this. So was it the price? Was it the style that caught your eye on this car? You'll be surprised how many people will say, well, it really ain't that car, man. I just want something at $12,000. That just opened up my
antennas. Just put your antennas up.
Now I got 20 cars instead of that one. So
right.
Like I said, is it a lie? I don't know if it's a lie or not. Probably not. My answer is yes, it's here. But I am going to go make sure it's here before you get in your car, waste your gas, and come out there. Because I'm not going to be the one to tell you it ain't here when you get here.
Right.
And I suggest you all do the same.
Awesome. I love it, man. I love it. Before we go any further, and before I hand the microphone over to my trusted co-host, Kenneth Wayne, that just walked in a few minutes ago, you brought him up. And it was one of my questions one of my stalking questions. Every guest that comes in here, y'all, I do my own little stalking to find out a little bit more about the guest. And while I was stalking the man,
who I brought up, man,
Mr. Wolf.
Yeah,
you went around with a video.
Yeah.
Of all of his associates at the car lot at Mac Hike Chevrolet, and got in their faces and said, "I forgot. What does Mr. Wolf say when he gets here in the morning?"
Give me your best impersonation of Mr. Wolf.
Yeah. Who is Mr. Wolf?
Let me tell you about this man, bro. and I have no problem telling you. This man has been selling cars for over 47 years. Right?
Okay.
And I didn't know him 3 years ago.
Okay.
And when I got to Mac Hike Chevrolet, he wasn't there. He had an aneurysm. And he was out of work for a year, it seemed like. And I never met him, but I heard all about him.
Okay.
And he made it through that by the grace of God, man. He came back to work. And in his first week back, he sold probably 8 or 9 cars. This man is a legend.
First week back, 8 or 9 cars.
Yeah, he finished that month with 30 cars. This dude is a straight up legend. Can I tell you my first real interaction with him?
Yes, sir.
Everybody gave their impersonation, right? I want to give my impersonation of him.
Come on, I'm listening.
He was out. But I had a guy sitting in front of me wanting to sell me a car. And I went through the whole process of buying a car from this guy. And towards the end of that process, that guy said, "Hey, man, I bought a car from here about 3 years ago from a dude. I can't remember his name, but I heard he's out." And I just said, "Was his name Mr. Wolf?" And he said, "Yeah, that's him." And keep in mind, Mr. Wolf is back now. He's back in his office. He's back. And I already done the deal.
All right.
And I said, "Yeah, his name is Mr. Wolf. He's back, by the way." He said, "Oh, cool. I'm glad he's back. I heard he was really ill." I said, "Oh, he's good, man. He's 100%. I think nothing of it."
Right.
So I went outside and dropped some keys off. And by the time I came back in, Mr. Wolf is standing there talking to this guy.
Okay.
They're reminiscing, bro. They're close. I didn't know they was that close, right?
Right.
So the dude left, and Mr. Wolf, he never talked to me before in his life. Just met him.
Right.
He said, Burns, this is my Mr. Wolf impersonation. Come here, Burns. I said, what? At the sound of my name, you need to stop what you're doing. Come get me.
Okay.
I said, what you mean, man? I'm new.
Okay.
I'm new to him. I'm
Okay.
trying to
Them is people.
I said, what you mean, man? He said, Burns, if a customer mentioned my name,
Yes,
like that,
Yes, sir.
and he looked at me and said, it's like that. And guess what, bro?
What?
It's like that.
It's like that. With Mr. Wolf.
Man, but let me tell you more about this man. This man is so wonderful, bro. He for everybody's birthday at the entire dealership, he buy a birthday cake. I forgot the name of the place, but it ain't cheap. And it's not. It's first class. He's
Okay.
a first class individual. If you were sitting here right now and you asked Mr. Wolf, and I agree with this man, he says, "What is the key to success in this building, in this business?" He would say, "Pay your tithes.
Pay your tithes.
Pay your tithes." And he lives by that, man. He's a good dude. He's a really good man. Most car dealerships have a Mr. Wolf.
Okay.
Every
car lot has a Mr. Wolf.
Yeah, and guess what? What they have in common? They're all arrogant. They're busy, too busy to teach, train, a mentor, but not this man.
Not this man.
This man got an open door policy. I was just talking to him today. He's just a wonderful person, man. I enjoy talking to him every single day. He got a good heart, and we tease him all the time. And he takes it like a champ, man. He's 67 years old, but he looked like it's about 30.
Look like he's 30.
Good dude. Just you saw him. You didn't see him. You saw the impersonation, but
I saw the impersonation.
Yeah, he's a wonderful individual,
man. I can't wait to meet him.
I'm gonna bring him back with me next time. You go to sleep around 7 o'clock every day, so we gotta do a special show.
7 o'clock.
I got a suggestion for you. How about a remote broadcast from the dealership?
Sounds good.
Yeah, you need to do that.
Sounds good. We're gonna take a quick break before I hand the microphone to Kenneth Wayne, my cohort, and tell you who we're talking to everybody who's just now tuned in. We're going to teach you the do's and don'ts of buying a used car or a new car or a used car by car salesman extraordinaire, Mr. D. Burns. You give him a follow on Instagram and all social media platforms at D. Burns. I have it on the screen right there. Tell me if I have it wrong, D.
No, that's right.
That is correct.
Yes,
D.
sir.
Burns. And he works at 11711 Katy Freeway at Mac Hike Chevrolet, everybody. If you're in Houston, Texas, if you're in the greater surrounding areas of Houston, Texas, this is one of the men you need to talk to. This is the man you need to talk to at Mac Hike Chevrolet, everybody. I'll call him car salesman extraordinaire for a reason. I need you to go and give him a follow because he sells cars unlike any car salesman I've ever seen. Most car salesmen, like we've already talked about live on air, they're going to show you the car. They're going to post it all over social media. They'll got a brand new Tahoe. I got a brand new Cadillac Escalade.
Yeah.
I got a brand new this. I got a brand new that. But you never get to know the person. And I got to know the person just by watching his videos. He's all over social media, all over TikTok, all over Instagram, all over Facebook. And I don't know if you're on Twitter. I hate Twitter. But he's on all over social media at dburns713. Just type that in. Car salesman extraordinaire. That's who we're talking to tonight. That's who we're highlighting tonight. Y'all go and give him a follow. Now, to my trusted cohort, Mr. Kenneth Wayne. How's it going, my man? I know you just came in.
Oh, man, it's good. Traffic. This Houston traffic. Houston traffic.
Ain't fair, is it? It is not fair. It's not. And he's coming from Katy. Where did you come from, D?
I came from the same area, man. I-10 in Kirkwood.
I came from Cypress.
They definitely don't play fair.
Not at all. Not at all.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I don't ever be late, though, man. I just can't do it. I told my supervisor, if I'm late, call the paramedics, call the hospitals. I'm not coming. Something happened bad.
Because something's wrong. Right?
That's not military, my father, man. I can't be late. I just can't.
Yeah.
I'll just rather not come. No disrespect. I don't know. I try to be late. I called my supervisor the other day. His name is Jose Rodriguez.
But see, I run a business, so
I got
to shut it down.
Yeah.
Before, yeah, so that's sometimes I'll be running a little late.
That's all right. That's all right. Tell our listening audience what your part of the show is, and tell the listening audience what you do for a living, in case they want to patronize your business.
Well, what I do is the part of the show I'm the trusted co-host I created this show. We've been going for what, about a year and a half now?
Yes, sir.
Almost 2 years.
Yes, sir.
I was thinking, I'm always thinking outside the box. And I was part of another show that was here that we did interviews with rappers and different stuff like that, artists. And I was thinking, what could I do to solidify myself as being different?
Mhm.
So I say, nobody talks about business. Nobody talks about insurance. Nobody talk, you listen to a lot of shows, but nobody talks about business. Nobody helps the business owners come along. And then when I stepped into being an entrepreneur, I lost so much money the first year because I didn't know. I had nobody to teach me. I had nobody to lean on. You know what I'm saying? And then when I finally got it crunk up and finally figured out what I was doing, and I was like, okay, I'm doing a job for $50, but the job pays $250. And I was saying, no wonder I keep getting so many jobs. Because so I was like, okay, why not create awareness? Why not link businesses together? So that's what I came up with. And the show been a success. Everybody we've had on here has loved it. I mean, we haven't had a bad show yet.
That's good, man.
So
I just started following it. I enjoy it. I enjoy watching it, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Especially what you're talking about, because if you wouldn't, you went ahead, and now you got other people coming behind you, and you giving them what you didn't have.
Yes,
exactly.
You shortchange yourself over and over again, so that they don't have to. So that's great.
But the only way you learn is to go through it.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
hey, that way I can teach. You can't teach somebody if you ain't never took the class.
Exactly. You've never been through it.
That's right.
How can you teach somebody if you've never been through it yourself?
Yep.
Love it. Love it. Love it. He didn't touch on the part I wanted him to touch on, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
He did touch on some of his business, but I'm going to touch on something that I want you to take back to Mac Heights Chevrolet.
Give it to me.
I'm going to give it to you in just a second.
Okay.
Get this off the screen. Welcome to the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour, everybody. This is a show where we get together every week on Real Talk 100 Radio, and we uplift, we empower, and we encourage small business owners. I consider car salesman extraordinaire D. Burns, I consider him a small business owner because of how he conducts himself on the premises of Mac Heights Chevrolet. He's a car salesman, yes, but he handles it like a business. So we're uplifting him. That's right. We're uplifting him today and creating awareness about his business. We want you guys to we want you guys to go to his location and patronize his business at the following location. His following location is right here, everybody. Car salesman extraordinaire D. Burns. Follow him on all social media platforms at that name at the bottom of the screen. D. Burns 713 is located at 11711 Katy Freeway at Mac Heights Chevrolet. I'm going to put his number up there. Do you allow people to call you?
100%.
What is your phone number?
832 513 5373.
5373 is his phone number, everybody. I will keep this up on the screen as well. Call D. Burns. I'll put it up in just a few minutes. Call and or text this number if you're in the Houston or greater surrounding areas and you really need a car salesman who's down to earth, who's a normal, everyday person just like you, and is not trying to scam you in any way like a lot of these car salesmen are. Car salesmen out there, if you one of them scammers and you like, man, listen to this dude, I don't care if you get mad because I've been on car lots with you, and y'all be trying to slick people and this, that, and other. And this guy came highly recommended yes, sir. Came highly recommended from a family friend. Hopefully she's tuned in by now. I don't see her commenting. We call her Danita. Her name is Danita. I call her Dirty. Her real name is Danita. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna get in trouble for, because you know how we are with the personal names, our government names, as everybody calls it. Why you call me my government name? Anyway, yeah. I'm rambling. This is the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour. We're uplifting D. Burns today.
Yeah.
His address, where he's located every day, Monday through Friday.
Yeah, Monday through Friday. Monday through Saturday.
Monday through Saturday.
It is the car business. Saturday is a big day out there. So yeah.
Yes, sir.
You can catch me any day. Just text me or call me. 24/7. Let's leave it right there. 24/7. You can reach me.
Text or call 24/7
Yes.
at the following number. Call or text D Burns at 832-513-5373. I'm going to put the call number or text number on the screen as soon as I get it written. Here it is right here, everybody. Call or text if you want to do business with an honest car salesman in the greater Houston or greater surrounding areas. This is his phone number right here on the screen, everybody. I'll put his location back up there in just a second, but we're talking to him right now. Did you have any questions for him, Kenneth Wayne?
No, just basically car salesman. I've been in the insurance industry for 20 years.
Personal, what type of insurance?
I do all kinds.
Okay.
I do everything. But I went to State Farm in 2007.
Okay.
And State Farm is, you have to meet a sales quota. You got to keep your job. You got to sell. So we're sitting around the office, and I've always been the entrepreneur type. I've always tried to figure out what we've been. So what I started doing was I started going around to the car lots.
You should. We get a lot of.
And guess what I did?
What you do?
I was the guy that you called after 5 o'clock.
Because you got those binders ready to roll.
I took a laptop home with me.
Yes, sir.
I would be at my son's football games on Saturdays, and somebody would call me and do an halftime. I'm sitting in the car writing the policy on a Saturday because the office is closed.
Yeah.
And I was the only guy, so I kept a laptop. And that kind of boosted me into the marketing department. After a while, I didn't work out of an office. I worked from home. That's all I did. I did apartment complex. I did car lots.
Yeah.
And I did events. Like the car lot would have an event.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what? You come buy a car today, you got the insurance, man. I'm sitting there with a table set up. and so
that's good, man. We get insurance ladies and men come there all the time, like you used to do.
Yeah.
They come through. They always bring something.
You bring that lunch. You bring that lunch. All you gotta do is buy that lunch. I beat the people out with the cookies.
Yeah.
See, they were coming out with the cookies.
You brought the whole.
I came with pizzas and different lunches and different. I had even had them to bring lunch over, cater lunch.
What was the biggest bird dog you get? Because we got they I don't know if they still do it, but some of them would pay you or pay the salesperson if they.
It's illegal.
Okay. Is it really?
I can't say that on air. It's illegal. That's considered a kickback.
Then a lot of y'all.
They do it, but that's considered a kickback. I mean,
so y'all it's like real estate. Then you can't do it.
No, you can't do it. You're not supposed to do
I
it.
can. We pay bird dogs.
Wait.
But yeah, y'all send them out there.
Yeah. I put mine out there. I cash anybody you send to me. I cash out you immediately.
Yeah.
You don't have to see. Here's the deal, man. The dealership pays the bird dog, but it takes a minute to come in and this and the other. So I just cash out them, man.
Yeah.
Because they thought enough of me to send them right away. I want to pay them right away. So that's what I do. And I do it all the time. I didn't know that was illegal. I apologize.
Don't apologize to me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's you just have to think outside the box sometimes, and that's what I used to do. I mean, that kept me going. You know,
we had a dealership. It was a dealership that had an insurance agent in the dealership. They gave him his own office.
My first office was in a dealership,
okay.
in a little rinky-dinky dealership. But hey, that was my first office. We did taxes and everything out of there. You come in, we do your taxes.
What street was that on?
It was in Katy.
Okay.
Yeah, Greenhouse, right off of Greenhouse.
Yeah, things have changed, man. We got a Geico representative. I got about 10 to 15 different insurance friends that got to keep their cards on my desk. So
yeah,
you got to know somebody in insurance and in this business, especially after 5 o'clock, like you said. If you can get us a binder super fast, if you're an insurance agent listening to this, you can get me a binder quick. Text me because I'm not married to anyone when it comes to insurance. I'm going with the fastest person.
That's right.
You know that go.
That's right.
Get it to me fast, I'm rolling with you. So
the fastest person wins.
The fastest person.
And the people want that car that bad, they're gonna pay whatever it is.
Yeah.
I mean that's just the way it goes.
With that car, there's nothing worse than buying a brand new car and then you hear me say you can't leave until you have full coverage insurance.
Right.
And I'll sit there with you, man. If it takes to midnight to get it, we'll get it. But because I know how it is to buy something nice and pretty, you got to leave it over the weekend. So
yeah, we do too. We've been through that several times.
Yeah, that's where my angle came from. I've been through that, and I was like, wait a minute, I can do this.
Right.
And and it takes me 5-10 minutes to write up a policy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You know, and then it's done. You know, and with these days and age, they don't have to come in and with different. The thing about it is, most insurance companies used to require pictures. State Farm does not. State Farm does not require pictures.
That's how Fred Lawyer. I stopped using them.
Yeah,
They still want pictures of the car.
yes,
That's a drag, and that's slowing down the process.
Yes.
They
want pictures of the car. They want pictures of the VIN number. They want pictures of air. You know, and then if the angles is not right, it's not right. They send it back. I dealt with that with Pronto.
We're not doing that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So, and thing about it is, this is my experience, and this is what makes me choose a car. If anybody out there listening, I had a Honda CRV. I had a Mercedes at home in the garage.
Mm-hmm.
So I told my wife, I said, we're going to go buy a car. We're going to pay cash for it. We're going to buy a Mercedes.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a little lot in the neighborhood. You know, they had all the foreign cars on the lot.
Yeah.
I pull up. I'm in my CRV. We get out, we looking. The dude standing on the steps. About 4 or 5 dudes standing on the steps. They see me pull up in that Honda CRV.
Okay. What happened?
They act like I was not even there.
Okay.
Dude, I got 20 grand,
Mm-hmm.
20 stacks in my pocket. I can drive off today.
Yeah.
Guess what I did?
You drove off.
Turned around, got in my car, and I drove.
I'm glad you said that. Okay, I got a question for you. So they didn't approach you?
No, not at all.
Why do you think they didn't approach you?
Because they saw me pull up and they thought I didn't have no money.
Okay. Let's flip the script right quick. Let's just say you pulled up and 2 of them ran to your car, or 1 dude ran to the car aggressively.
Customer service.
Would you leave, or would you consider that customer service?
I consider that customer service.
He's not too aggressive for you?
No.
See, that's the life of a car salesman then, because we try to give you your space until you get out. I always look at it like when I'm inside at my desk and I see a customer walking around the lot, that's your time. That's your personal space and your time. And in due time, you'll come inside and ask for help. Now, the managers don't like that. They want, go get them, go get them, go get them. I got it. I get that too. I'm aggressive and I'm passive aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
But I prefer to let you look around. It's like a perfect segue. It's like a
playing a game.
Yeah. So you left because they didn't greet you, and I get it. I know how that feels, man. But at the same time, the salesman probably think I don't want to bum rush him, because some people hate that too. It's a fine line. I'm sorry that happened to you also, but
yeah, because what I felt like.
What you felt like?
I pull up in this little raggedy car, and they figured, because I was at this car lot with all these fancy cars, that hey, he can't afford nothing. He just wasting my time.
No doubt. You can't do that in this car game today. You definitely cannot judge a book by its cover.
You can't do that,
especially in this beautiful city of Houston, Texas, because everyone is getting it one way or another.
Yep.
If an old Spanish man walking that dealership, dirty and filthy, what do you think he do for a living? He's a landscaper. Mm-hmm. You think he own it, or do you think he's looking at a Tahoe, the $80,000 car? Do you own the landscaping company, or is he a worker?
Mm-hmm. You don't know.
He own it. It don't even matter if you own it or not. I'm helping him.
Right.
An old black man, same thing, dirty and dusty, hard looking hands. He remind me of my daddy. I'm helping him. He can get anything he want off this lot. A young dude. This is the beauty of the world we live in today, especially at Mackay Chevrolet. A 19-year-old or 20-year-old young African-American man or Spanish man or whoever looking at a Corvette on the showroom floor. Better help him, because he didn't figure out how to use that phone and social media to turn into a multi-million-dollar business.
Right.
He ain't looking to do a credit app. He's looking to pay cash. Moral of the story is help everybody, man. No matter what. You know, it don't even matter. A young kid could, especially in Memorial where I work at, the father could have just sent his kid up there to go find the car you want. Help the kid. Help the kid. Because he's going to go home, Dad, I found a great car and a great salesperson. Daddy come to write the check. So, man, if you're selling
in
cars,
Memorial, yes, sir.
Yeah, Memorial area at all. I'm helping everybody. Period. I'm not asking no questions, man. I done seen a filthy cat buy a car. I done seen a dude in a suit and tie come up there and just want to shoot Can I cuss?
No, not on this. not on this show.
I seen a dude up there suit and tie.
Yes, but
suit and tie. And all he really wanted to do is just talk about Corvettes. Had no intentions on buying it or whatever. And I don't mind talking about it. But, man, I mean, you can't judge a book by its cover.
Can't do that.
You
can't do that.
Foolish. You said earlier about him being a business owner and me being in car sales. Or a good car salesman would definitely run it like it's his business.
Yes, sir.
Because it's 100% commission.
You got to. It is your business. That's how you eat.
Business. I wake up every morning along with my coworkers. We don't have a salary. We don't have a draw, they call it, any safety net.
That's right.
You got to get up and go get it. It is your business, and you got to run it like it. So yeah, that's exactly the mindset you got to have.
You don't work, you don't eat.
You don't see.
That's right. Like when I first started, the dude that mentored me, and I worked a job, and he said, "Man, it's a whole lot different." And Friday, when you ain't have no check, when you ain't have nobody write you no check,
nobody write.
and you write your own check.
Yeah.
So it's just different. You will see. And once I stepped out there and saw that, my wife would be like, "You ain't gotta go today." I said, "Yeah, I don't go today, but at the end of the week, you gonna miss this day I didn't go."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, and that's the difference between, like you were saying earlier, a career and a job.
Yeah. Yes. I had a guy on Facebook, man. I don't know why he chose me, because he said that about selling cars. How can you do it? Why do you have a salary, commission job versus an hourly wage? I said, man, first of all, when I had an hourly job, I couldn't make it happen for myself. Now I got a job where I have no cap. That's how I look at it.
The limit.
The sky's my limit. I was telling someone the other day that I don't ask Josh Potts or Antoine Burke for a pay raise. It's on me.
It's on you.
I'm gonna get myself a raise. I got a lot in the tank. I know how to take it easy.
Yes, sir.
I know how to smash the gas. I mean, I know everything. So I feel like you still got to.
When I hit my mark by 12 for the day, I'm gone for the day. I'm not staying here till 8 o'clock tonight.
I like that. For us, this is what we do, man. If you don't sell a car today, you got to at least look back and say, I put in the work. I made this many phone calls. I'm planting these seeds. I'm planting these seeds.
Oh, yeah, you got to. You got to fill the pipeline up. We call it the pipeline.
Exactly.
We call it the pipeline.
And so I used to go back when I was young in this game. I was, man, I can sell a car today. Lord have mercy, I didn't sell a car today. And as I got older, I realized it's okay. You plant them, see them, they call in Thursday. They'll call Friday. Or they just pop up. It's a beauty and just sitting there wondering what, who's coming in next, and they just pop up on you.
Yes, sir.
You forgot you make those calls Monday.
Well, it make you feel excited when you do that, don't it?
It do, man. It feel like it's just like growing vegetables. To me, it's like it's starting to sprout. And it's a beautiful feeling.
Yep, it is. I mean,
it's a great industry. You asked earlier about what I recommended. If you're a hustler and like to work hard, here's the deal. Somebody told me this before, and I hold true to it today. It could be the easiest, low-paying job you ever had, or the hardest, highest-paying job you ever had. You gotta choose.
Got to choose.
There's some dudes at that dealership is getting by. They're getting it. I get it. Everybody's doing well, but there's some that's doing exceptionally well. And you see the difference in the work ethic. Everybody's grinding, but everybody got their own motivations too. I was telling one of the supervisors the other day that I'm good. Son's out of college. And and my motivation is not the same as that guy's motivation.
Right.
I don't come here for what he's coming here for.
Right.
I just want to, my motivation is totally different, man. I want to make sure that my household and my family is good, and I'm able to do the things I couldn't do when I remember the things I couldn't do.
Yes, sir.
And so now that I'm able to do those things, man, I'm content with that. I want to grow like everyone else. With technology in the car business, if you do not learn something every day, you will dry up and rot. Because you got to know how to work that.
That's how it is. I mean, that's how it is with any job that you basically run yourself or you own. If you don't do what it takes, and my motto is McDonald's, one of the oldest running businesses. Mm-hmm. What do? They change. They change with the time. They constantly figuring out what keeps them ahead of the market. True. You make a chicken sandwich. We had one first. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When everything else run out and things start to slow down, what do? They chunk the McRib back in there. And they know everybody love the McRib. Just for a little while. Huh? Just for a little while. Yeah. I mean, to get you coming back in. So in business, you have to stay ahead, Yeah. And we are a cake business, and that's what I preach to my wife. What separates you from the pack?
What does she say? I'm just curious.
What you talking about? What you talking about? What you mean by that? And I constantly tell her, I said, well, to stay in business, you have to stay ahead of the game. What makes you different? What separates you from the pack? What will make people want to come to you instead of go to somebody else? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. What differentiates you?
That's right.
Mhm.
You know, what you have to constantly put back in and come up with ideas that keeps you ahead.
What is she relying on? Just the fact that they're good or they look good or
Basically, that's what it is. You know, but
I'm putting some samples on the screen as we're talking.
that entrepreneurship.
We're speaking about craving
oh,
cakes.
she bad. That's her cake?
Yeah.
Oh, she don't have to do nothing different.
Before you go any further, introduce them to the name of the business and where they can find it.
Craving Cakes. You can find it on Facebook and you can find it on Instagram at Craving Cakes.
Oh, hands down.
It is spelled differently than most things. Craven is spelled with a K, and Cakes is spelled with a Z at the end instead of an S. Just like
Craving-
I just said, different. You know, to separate myself from everybody else.
Man, that's nice. Look like she did. That's nice.
She separated herself already. D.
Wee! Man, look at that. Look at the Mickey Mouse cake.
I got off track. I got off track rambling, but this is what I wanted you to take back to Mr. Wolf.
Give it to me.
Yeah, tell Mr. Wolf hands down, we the best.
Craving Cakes. Craving Cakes. Tell him.
And guess what? I even bought a little sample.
I'll tell you what.
I bought a little
What's the
sample.
name of that cake company? Come in a little blue box. Oh, man. They make a lot of cakes. Got the treats or something like that. He spent a fortune with that company.
Blue box. I can't remember.
I think that's it. I'll definitely give him your information.
Yeah, you tell Mr. Wolf, all you gotta do is try us one time, Mr. Wolf. It's like potato chips. You just can't eat one.
You can't eat just Lay's potato chips. You can't eat just one, y'all.
You got to bring some samples up there.
This
Oh,
is who
most
you
definitely
follow.
that.
All right.
This is who you follow on the screen, everybody. Craving Cakes. That's how you spell it. Craving is with a K instead of a C, and Cakes is spelled with a Z at the end instead of an S. Craving Cakes on Instagram and Facebook. That is what it's about. Tiff's Treats. Olivia Davis is tuned in on.
That's it. Yeah.
Olivia Davis is tuned in on YouTube, and she said Tiff's Treats.
That's where we get those cakes from. Yes, indeed.
Tiff's Treats is a lucky business, but we're trying to bump them out the way.
Let's get them out the way. You can take. Yeah.
Craving Cakes, everybody. That's what Kenneth Wayne and his lovely wife. These are some of the cakes that they prepare for any occasion. Right on the screen right now. But we are currently with car salesman extraordinaire, Mr. D. Burns. I'll put him back on the screen. That was just a side note, and we'll get back to this interview because we only got about 15 or 20 minutes left in the show. Y'all follow us on Real Talk 100 Radio and follow us on Real Talk 100 Power Hour on Instagram and Facebook. We do this. We try to do it every week, but sometimes we don't do it every week. Something happens, but y'all follow us. Stay updated on our social media. 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock on Tuesday nights. We uplift, we empower, and we encourage small businesses. Tonight, we're uplifting, empowering, and encouraging car salesman extraordinaire, Mr. D. Burns at Mac Hike Chevrolet is where he's located. Let's get back to this interview, y'all. I'll put all of his information up on the screen, where he works, where you can follow him. When you're looking for when you're looking for a car salesman who's honest, who's down to earth with you, who's going to tell you the truth about everything you're going through, this is who you follow right here. Car salesman extraordinaire D. Burns, 713. He's located at 11711 Katy Freeway at Mac Hike Chevrolet. He's even offering you his phone number, y'all. This is where you can contact him right here at 832-513-5373. You can call or text if you're in Houston or the greater surrounding areas and you're in need of a car and you need an honest car salesman. This is D. Burns, everybody, and let's get back to it. What is the toughest part of the job, D? What is the toughest part of the job? Being a car
Mental
salesman.
toughness. You got to be mentally tough. Those 4 or 5 days that can go by without you making a sale, you got to stay in the grind. Again, it's 100% commission, and every day that you get up to go to work, you hope that you can provide for your family, right?
Yes, sir.
So you have to have mental fortitude because every day you may not sell a car,
Okay.
but you got to keep that smile on your face, man. Walk back into that household that you left with that same positive attitude, and don't take that crap home with you because your family don't deserve that.
They don't deserve it.
They don't deserve it.
In the sales business, you got to have tough
Tough
skin.
skin, short memory. I mean, you get your feelings hurt real quick in the car business. So you asked, should I recommend it? I would not recommend it if you don't have thick skin. If you have one of those memories where you hold on to things and you hold it for, you can't do it. I forget. I don't remember yesterday. Some nonsense happened yesterday, and I couldn't tell you what it was, man. So you gotta have some tough skin. Keep it moving.
I don't want to ignore our commenters. Olivia Davis on YouTube says, beautiful presentation, Kenneth Wayne, on your cakes.
Thank you.
Beautiful presentation. And there's Dirty, everybody, the hottest in the city. She's calling Mr. D. Burns the hottest in the city. She recently bought a Tesla from Mr. D. Burns, and they posted it on social media. And that is why he's sitting in the hot seat today, because of Dirty. Danita has her own business also, y'all. She has the best dipping sauce in all of Houston, Texas. Danita, put your information on the comments so everybody knows where to get the dipping sauce when it's time to get the crawfish and the seafood on. Seafood boils. You know, we all like that butter sauce dripped across it. She's got some of the best butter sauce in the world. I'm not going to say in the city no more, but put your information down in the comments, Danita. This is why the man is here today, Danita Forbes. She said, hashtag no bad days.
Absolutely.
And she also put her website. Y'all go to her website. This is her website right here on the screen, where you get the best dipping sauce in the world, y'all. Hey, it's out of crawfish season right now, but crawfish season will be back soon. The name of the business is Boogie's Boiling on all platforms. Boogie's Boiling, everybody. You can go to shopping right now, or you can wait till the show is over. That is their website, Boogie's Boiling, on all social media platforms. Let's get back to it. With car salesman extraordinaire, Mr. D. Burns. The hardest part, you already talked about.
Yeah.
Why do car salesmen get a bad rap?
It's a stigma that hangs over their head from years ago when they deserved a bad rap. Not all of them, but again, like I said, when there was no internet and there was no way to fact check, and you walked in there unprepared, anything could happen. And now we live in a world where everyone's educated themselves, and it's less likely to happen. And again, there are no classes being given in any dealerships in this world where you go in the back room and learn how to be shady.
Right.
So
okay.
That's just it's in you to be that way. You will weed yourself out the business. We don't take any training classes on how to do this and do that. We train on customer service. We train on building a brand. We train on retention and how to be have a raving fan advocate like Dirty. Dirty loves me, man.
Right.
And every time I post something, she's the first to share. So that's what we work on. That's what we train on. We got a bad rap, not we, but they had a bad rap overall because it's a product that's negotiable.
Right.
You go to Foot Locker and we've been buying Jordans forever. You ain't never negotiated nothing. You just buy it. And so the fact that I'm in an industry where the price is negotiable, there's a misconception that maybe I didn't get enough off of it.
Right.
Maybe I didn't ask for enough. My rebuttal to all that is this: a good deal is a deal in which you feel like you got a great deal and the dealership made a fair profit. Right? That's a good deal.
Yes,
everybody wins.
Is when the dealership make way too much profit and you didn't save a dime.
That's right.
And there's way less bad deals than there are good deals. That's all I want to say about that. Know your stuff when you walk into a dealership. If you got a good salesperson, stick with him like your barber. Stop switching, stop changing. Stick with him. And if he sells Chevy and you want to buy a Mercedes, call him anyway. He probably can give you some good advice on that purchase also.
Awesome. Listen, everybody. I bet y'all thought I was going to say, listen, Linda, listen. Now, listen, this is car salesman extraordinaire, Mr. D. Burns, giving you the do's and the don'ts of purchasing a car. He just said, ladies, this goes to you too. I live with one. Yeah. She'll go to a different hairstylist and be like, oh my God, she messed my hair up. I'm going to be like, why did you go to her? Stick with the woman you've been going to all these years. So I know exactly what you're talking about there. But if you have a car salesman that you know and love and you trust, stick with him. Yeah. That's why we have him in the hot seat today, because we were referred to him. A honing device was put on him, and we put a honing device on him. A good friend of ours and her lovely wife purchased a car from him. And hey, they are happy. They said, you need to get on the show. You need to get on a radio show with our friends and get more awareness brought to you and that's why he's here today. Danita said, I said she's here. He's here today because of her, and she said, no, he's there because he earned it. He's
Yeah.
honest, he's sincere, and he's for the buyer, is
Yeah.
what she said. This is a live review from someone who recently purchased a car about 2 weeks ago. Is that correct? About a week ago?
About a week ago.
About a week ago.
Yeah.
Just recently purchased a car from him. This is a live, on air review of his work.
Appreciate it.
Earned it. Honest, sincere, and he's for the buyer. She also said, stick with it. We never left D's side, and when we were ready, he made it happen. Easy transition, no haggling, no pressing, just an approval and a cornhole toss. I saw the cornhole toss.
Let me tell you about the cornhole toss, man. Anybody who purchased a car from Mackay Chevrolet, get a chance to throw a cornhole. If it goes in the hole, of course, you win $500. That's for new cars.
Mhm.
Now, if I know you personally and you buy a pre-owned car, I'm gonna give you that shot. It's gonna be for $100. But if you buy a brand new car from Mackay, they're definitely gonna cut you a check for $500. We love to do it. All we ask is that you share it on Facebook or Instagram because we want everybody to know. Everybody to know what we do. It's a fun experience. Car buying shouldn't be a hassle, man. It shouldn't be stressful. I know it's a big purchase, but if you do it right, man, it should be a good day. It should be a great day. You should celebrate it. You're getting a brand new car.
Yes,
There
sir.
should be no ill feelings, and that's what we strive to do at Mackay.
Yes, sir. Love it, man. Love it.
I think
Cassandra?
that's my sister up there.
Cassandra Moxie says, I buy all my cars from D.
Yes, she do. She better.
You know the lady, I
I
imagine.
know.
Yes.
She know me better than anybody on planet Earth.
Oh,
That's
good.
true.
Good.
That's true. That's my sister, man.
Oh, that's your sister,
That's my
Cassandra
sister.
Moxie.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in, sis. Thank you for tuning in. Please share the video, Miss Moxie. Please share the video. Dirty. Dirty is in the building. Danita, she has her own business. It's called Boogie's Boiling on all platforms. She has the best dipping sauce in the world. I'm gonna keep it like that, in the world. Y'all go and get it. Call my bluff. Boogie's Boiling is tuned in on all social media platforms. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. We're coming down to an end. We got about 10, maybe 15 minutes left in the show, and I'm trying to get all the questions in. Customers. What should they never ever do?
I would suggest that they don't come in there and saying what they want to pay per month for a car.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Keep it to yourself. Just go through the process. You know, you may run into somebody. You may say, "I'm looking for a car, and I can't pay no more than $500 a month." And you may run into a shady character, and your car note is $400 a month. He might not tell you that. He may be exactly what you asked for, $500 a month for absolutely no. So keep some things to yourself. If you have a trade appraisal, you went to CarMax and you came to the dealership. I don't need to know what you got from CarMax. Let me put my best foot forward. I would recommend that you keep that to yourself. You can tell them, "Hey, I got a quote already." That may encourage them to put the best foot forward.
Yes, sir.
I've already been to several places, but I want to see what you have. But if you don't say I've been to several places, then hell, you never know. That's something I would recommend. Go in there and just work the deal. Already know the price of the car is online, and work that deal according to that price that you saw online. And,
Okay.
Work. Know your math. It's real easy.
And that's something that we practice here at the radio station too. A lot of people in the radio business, if you come to them, the first question out of their head is, "What's your budget?"
What's your budget?
What do you mean, what my budget is? What is your price?
Yeah.
That's what you need to be saying. So that's something we've changed. When we first got in the industry, we used to say, "What's your budget?"
Yeah.
Now that we've looked from the outside looking in, we see that sounds kind of shady. You don't have a price?
Yeah.
So that's something we changed here recently. We actually give them a price. It's not going to fluctuate because you said, I like Kenneth Wayne said earlier, he came on a lot with 20,000.
Yeah.
Now, if he had opened his mouth and said that,
They could have showed.
They would have ran out there.
They would have jogged out there. Yeah, we got a process in place that we don't care about your credit. If you're on that lot, man, we sincerely just work the deal. In fact, we pulled the credit last. There was a time where we just pulled the credit off the river. See what we had.
Yeah, get out of here.
Guess why we do the credit last?
why?
If you had to guess, what would you say? Why do we pull credit last?
Because you want every option that's open. to them.
Yeah, that's true. It keeps the salesperson honest. Keep his excitement level high.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. I don't want to see that 300 credit score right off the rip. I'm good at what I do, but I'm a human, which means if I see that 300, I'm destined to change. Even no matter how hard I try, the look on my face might just change a little bit.
Okay.
I'm a human being. So I don't want to know. If you bold enough to be here and try to buy that 2024 Honda or whatever, I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna try my best to sell it to you. We're gonna get to that credit soon enough. But if I pull it too soon, man, it may alter the way things go down. So we'll try not to do that too soon. It's disrespectful. I gotta earn the right to ask you for your credit. We haven't even talked. You don't even know my name. I gotta earn the right for you to feel comfortable enough for me to say, well, can you do a credit app for me? And that's the way we do business at Mackay Chevrolet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. What advice do you have somebody new in the car business?
Basically, stick with it in one place. Don't. The grass is not always greener on the other side. Water the grass right where you are. If you're building a brand, that dealership that you work at is part of that brand. Stay where you are. There's ups and downs. There's peaks and valleys. Stick with it. It's going to pay off in the long run. It's a great industry to be in. Keep your book of business. Stop being so transactional. Buy a car. Thank you. I'm a salesperson. Make a friend.
Right.
Make a friend. Let them go hang out with them. Get invited to a wedding. Make that your goal. Have people come to the dealership just to kick it with you.
Yeah.
Not even thinking about buying a car. They already bought one. They just like being around you.
Yes.
Let that be your goal, man. I know it don't pay nothing to sit there and have people like you and they're not buying a car, but it pays me.
Right.
It definitely does, man. It ain't I can't fake it this long.
Referral is the best thing that you can get. In somebody's mouth is the best referral you can get.
100%, man. This is a big time referral, repeat customer business. Don't be afraid to ask for a referral. The best time to ask for a referral if you're brand new is right there after they agree to buy that car from you. They loving you. They loving the situation. They love what just happened. Ask for it. If they want to negotiate even further, we'll use that as a bargaining tool. Well, can you do this for me? Can you give me 3 people right now that you know may want a car? If it costs you another $50 off the price of the car, it's worth it. Give it to them. Try to get you some referrals in return, man. It's okay. It's okay to ask for the referral. Don't be afraid. I would say that to any brand new salesperson. Stick with it. Don't switch dealerships every time you get upset. Stick around. See what's going on. Build your own brand. The owner of the dealership's already rich. You got to build your own brand.
Build your own brand.
Everybody's getting it around you. You want to be a part of that.
That's why we got him here. We're trying to help him build his brand, everybody. This is D. Burns, car salesman at Mackay Chevrolet, located where?
11711 Katy Freeway on the corner of Kirkwood and I-10. You cannot miss the big bright peacock sign. You cannot miss it. Come to the new car building and ask for D. Burns. If I'm not there, ask for Mr. Wolf. You won't be disappointed.
How do they reach you, D?
832-513-5373. You can reach me 24 hours a day. Of course, late at night, just text me. I reply to all texts. I'm never at my desk. Don't email me. I rarely check it. Just text me, 832-513-5373. If you text me, I'm definitely going to reply back, and you can call me. I'll always answer the phone. Easy to talk to.
His number is right there on the screen, everybody, 832-513-5373. Address where you're located one more time is
11711 Katy Freeway on the corner of Kirkwood and I-10.
Thank you, D. Thank you, D, for coming in. We're going to try to squeeze these last couple of questions in. This is the Real Talk 100 Radio Power Hour. We're uplifting, encouraging, and empowering small businesses on Tuesday nights here at Real Talk 100 Radio. Tonight, it's all about car salesman extraordinaire, D. Burns. We got about 3 questions left on the menu. What's next for you, D? What's going on?
For me, man, I don't want to catch another phone call. I want just people coming to that dealership asking for me. I'm trying to build that brand to the point where I don't have to rely on the dealership's lead system. I just want referrals, friends, and family to continue to just come in and see me, man, and grow my own brand. I want to get into consulting almost. Like I said earlier, if somebody's buying a car, they bought a Chevy from me in the past, but they want to buy a Lamborghini this time, call me. You never know what kind of advice I may have for you. It may save you thousands of dollars. So I want to do something like that.
Sounds good, man. It sounds good. Sounds real good. And I'm trying to get back to that here. We used to have weekly networking events where we would, we're in a big building here.
Yeah.
Nobody knows who's here. So we'd go to door and slide an invitation under the door. We're having a networking event today. We're going to have sandwiches. We're going to have some punch. Just come up there, bring your business card. And we got to get back to that.
You got to
get back to that.
Yeah.
So I like the way you think on that.
I wish it was a way. I'm definitely going to try to get this thing parlayed where you can meet the people you need to meet at that dealership, man, because I love what you got going on over here.
Thank you, man. Yeah. Thank you. Question number 8. Most famous person you've ever met before?
At the dealership?
Yes, sir. Any Carmelos or Kobe's or Shaq's?
I haven't met, man.
They buy online, Malcolm. They don't come into the dealership.
Nah, they don't come over there, man. I met Brad Scarface, man.
Scarface?
Yeah, and that's for me. That's big. That's one of my favorite MCs. So that is my favorite MC.
What did he buy?
And he was selling something, man. He sold something he didn't need no more.
Okay.
Yeah, and everybody thought I was crazy because I'm 52. Like, who is this dude D all crazy about like that? I said, that's your Jay-Z. Right. I just met your Jay-Z or your Chris Brown. So, yeah. So I'm giving my age away, man. But to me, I met other people, but to me, that was the biggest.
Scarface.
Yeah, it was the thing. I wanted to meet that dude. I just ran right into him, man.
Until Zero came along, that was my number one rapper.
Really?
Zero came along, and I'm like,
because he could hold a note.
Yeah.
I like him too.
Yeah.
I like him too, man. But my top 5, Face is number 1.
Face is in the top 5 of all time to me. He's a storyteller.
Yes,
if you don't know who we're talking about, because we have a very diverse audience, just Google Scarface. He's now retired as a rapper. He's getting into politics and things like that. He's already gone back to his original name, his birth name. He doesn't want to be known as Scarface anymore.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's gone back to.
That's probably why he gave me that look.
Yeah.
I hit him with the Scarface as soon as I seen him.
Yeah, he doesn't want to really be associated.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to elevate now.
Gotcha. I don't like it.
So that's the most famous person you ever met. What's the craziest thing that's ever happened at Mike Hack Chevrolet or any other car lot you work with?
Mike Hack Chevrolet, craziest thing? There's something always going on up there, man.
I can imagine.
Oh man, we had a dude on the lot. He had just stolen a car from somewhere else.
Stolen a car.
He stole a car and came to our lot, started running around. Oh. Yeah, this is crazy stuff. This happened, bro. The same dude was running around a lot, harassing customers, and they figured he was high, drunk, or something. We had this particular manager, I won't say his name right now, but he's a cowboy. And he looked at the dude and said, I'm gonna go out there and stop this. I'm gonna go out there and put this to a stop right now. And as he walked up to this crazy dude, he's standing right in front of him. I said, he's gonna get hit. Sure enough, he just popped him. Bam! He hit my supervisor, man. And that's what he get for running out there. But that was just one story. It's always something, man. We have crazy things every single day. People we have to remove from the dealership. Again, like I told you earlier, we won't sell a car to somebody who's irate and crazy. I had a friend of mine. I was on vacation, and I sent her to the dealership to buy a car. My manager called me and said, D, I cannot sell this woman a car. She was just going crazy for no reason, just upset at the whole process. So I called her. And she said, what's up, D? I said, do me a favor. She said, what? I said, leave. Just go home. I said, you messing with my reputation. They're not about to sell your car. She couldn't believe it. I said, just go home. And she's like, y'all need to sell. Y'all need this. I said, we don't need it. Just go home. So,
simple as that. Just leave.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, when you do business that way, I mean, would you sell a car? I mean, would you sell insurance to somebody who hates your guts or going to give you a bad survey? This and that? It's better just to cease and stop that relationship, nip it in the bud from the beginning. It's gonna be bad after that anyway.
Yeah, it's not gonna last.
Yeah, so we don't always do it, man. But if someone's in there acting a fool, they gotta go. We'll live to fight another day.
We are coming down to the end. I hate this. We're gonna have to start earlier because I hate this. This is a very, very informational interview, very entertaining interview, and I'm missing about 7 questions that I'm not gonna be able to answer. I'm not going to get answers to tonight. I wanted to pick on him. We're both sports fans. I did some stalking, and I saw that he tailgates with the Texans.
Yeah.
We can't touch on that tonight. We've only got a couple minutes left in the show. I did a bunch of stalking. I saw you picking on fans, the dude with the Oilers shirt, the Astros hat, and you was like, and he's a Cowboys fan. We can't elaborate on it, but before we get out of here tonight, I want to make sure Kenneth Wayne gets his shine on, gets any remaining questions or comments you had, so I can get the next show in at 8:30.
No, I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
You good. Kenneth Wayne is good. Thank you for coming through, man. I had 3 more questions for you.
Just hit him with the last one. Hit him with the last one. Why Mac Hike? Tell us why we should come buy a car from you.
Y'all know who Mac Hike is?
No.
Mac Hike played for the Houston Oilers.
He played for the Houston Oilers.
Look him up when I leave. Mac Hike played football for the Houston Oilers.
Okay.
Mac Hike, and I spoke to him about this one time. He came to the dealership. He came from humble beginnings, man.
Okay.
So yeah, he didn't start off with a lot of money. In fact, once he got through playing for the Oilers, he went to a dealership. This is how he got in the car business. He went to a dealership to buy a car. He's already rich, and he didn't like the way they treated him or whatever. And the dude said, "If you don't like the process, why don't you buy your own dealership?" Oh. And indeed, he did.
Wow.
And it was
I had no idea.
It was Ron. What was Peacock before Mac Hike? It was something Peacock.
Tom
Peacock. When he bought it, and part of the deal was he got to keep the Peacock. Think about that for a second. It's Mac Hike. We still got the Peacock from. So yeah, this dude. I work for a dude that I can see, I can touch, and talk to.
Okay.
Yeah, just simple as that. And the people he got in charge. I want to end with this. In fact, if you look at the general manager, and then the second in charge, third and fourth, it looked like the United Nations.
Wow.
Everybody's different. Man, we got all walks of life at that dealership. Every race, every nationality, and typically in the car business, when you got a car dealership, they all look the same.
Yes, sir.
They all act the same. They all think the same. Well, this place is ran by a dude, man, that I really admire. He runs it perfectly, and he gives us the leeway to be free and just work it how we want to work it, man, and just do it how we want to do it. And that's what I like about going up there every single day.
Awesome, man. I love it, man. I loved everything tonight from Mr. Wolf to Mac Hike.
Yeah, he's a live dude.
To the T-shirts, y'all. Let me go back to this.
Yeah.
Let me go back to Mac Hike. Mac Hike Chevrolet. I had no idea he played for the Oilers, but Mr. D. Burns came in with gifts tonight. He's going to give us some more because 2 of them are the wrong sizes. But he came in like Santa Claus. I'm going to wear mine proudly. Y'all make sure you get to 11711 Katy Freeway, 11711 Katy Freeway, Houston, Texas. Mac Hike Chevrolet. Ask for D. Burns, the car salesman sitting before you. Call him or text him with any car questions or concerns. You got screwed over somewhere else. You need someone honest as a car salesman. Give him a call or a text at 832-513-5373. I'm going to put all the information. Oh, I already have it on the screen. It's right here on the screen up under me right here. Y'all give him a call. Go by Katy Freeway. Go by 11711 Katy Freeway, Mac Hike Chevrolet. Danita Burns is still on. Danita Burns. I'm sorry. Danita Forge is still on here. She says D. Burns is the hottest in the city. This is a live on the air product review.
Until I got a shirt. I got a shirt waiting for her.
She says she needs a shirt also.
I got it.
Oh, thank you. Danita, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Lisa, I can't see any more names. I thank y'all for tuning in. Share the video all over the world, especially Houston, Texas, and the greater surrounding areas, because this show was all about, I love saying it, I'm going to say it again. Car salesman extraordinaire, Mr. D. Burns. There he is right here on the screen, everybody. Y'all go and give him a follow at D. Burns 713.
513-5373.
No, I'm on Instagram and Facebook.
It's D Burns on Facebook. It's D Burns 713 on Instagram. Yeah.
D Burns 713 on Instagram and D Burns on Facebook. Hey, it's all about taking care of families. That's what we're doing here. We want to make sure he's able to take care of his. Why are we creating awareness about him? It's not about favoritism or anything like that. It's about friends. It's about friends making referrals to honest businessmen in Houston, Texas. This is one of them. We've had fun with you tonight.
No doubt. I appreciate you, man.
Can't wait to get you back because I want to kick it about the.
I'm bringing the crew. I'm bringing the crew with me next time.
About the Astros. I want to kick it about all that.
We can do it.
We got to get ready for this show up next, y'all. It's called the Rely Radio Show. This is the show that's coming up next from 8:30 to 10:30. I got to do a little prepping. We're going to talk tonight about the Newman Foundation helping the community. Y'all go give them a follow on Instagram
All right, man. Let me
at
try that
Lamarcus and Amber Newman. We'll be right back from 8:30 to 10:30. Y'all tune in by going to YouTube or our Facebook page and tuning in. We'll have the same calling number. I'll be right back. Bye-bye.
All right, bro. I really appreciate you, man.